Hello everybody, it's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, here with another Make It Monday on Tuesday afternoon. How are you today, my friends? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Ours was wonderful, and the weather was mostly cooperative, except for the tail end of that great big storm that came through the southeast. Out here in our area, we were a couple of hours away from the big tornado activity, so we didn't get anything like that. We just got some heavy wind and rain, so thankfully. But our thoughts and prayers are certainly with those who were in the affected areas. It's just horrible, the things that have happened out there. So we're really sorry to hear that and hope that everything gets back on track soon. So it seems like they're doing everything they can to get everything up and running. So our thoughts are certainly with them. All right, friends, I am here midday Tuesday because yesterday evening, when I should have been live, I was with the Isaiah 117 house folks doing some DCS gifts for our social workers here in our county. And so it's always wonderful to be able to do things for other people, especially people who do so much for other people. So I was really sorry to have missed being with you guys yesterday evening, but I'm here this afternoon and looking forward to sharing day 12. No, oh my gosh, day 8 of the 12 days of Christmas tags. Now, this is just part of the tag. It actually is part of an entire project that I shared yesterday evening for day 8. So the tag itself is super cute, and I'm going to make the tag with you, and I'm also going to make the project with you as well. So this is a terrific little stocking stuffer, or a gift for a friend or neighbor, or maybe your mailman or mail lady, or somebody that you know, the doctor, a secretary, whatever. This is a fun and fabulous little gift that I think everybody will love, because most folks love chocolate, right? So we are doing this little tag, and this is our little gift. So much fun. I love the idea of Build a Santa. Super cute. I found these at Target for $1.49. They actually had white chocolate ones as well, and I think they were Build a Snowman, so that was really fun. I didn't get any of those because most of my folks like milk chocolate, and I find that most people, even if they like white chocolate, they'll like milk chocolate as well. So I got the Santas instead. Now, I had initially found these at the Dollar Tree, but when I went back, they were sold out, and I visited several different Dollar Trees looking and could not find any more. And we went to Target to do some Christmas shopping there, and wouldn't you know, Target saves the day. They had some. So I bought a few more for the stocking stuffers and gifts that I needed. And I'll show you this cute little project now, okay? All right, here's what you're going to need. I'm using the Sweet Stockings Designer Series paper. This is the one with the super cute dogs and kitties in their Christmas best. And we're also going to be using the Sweet Little Stockings Stamp and Die Bundle. So we're using that entire collection. I've also got the Pool Party striped ribbon here, and we're going to be using that as well. So we're pretty much using the collection. And let me see, it's in the holiday catalog on page 30 and 31. So you'll see here the Stamp and Die Bundle, the ribbon and the designer series paper are what we're going to be using. Now, you could always substitute the Old Olive cardstock layer for that Old Olive felt layer, and that would be so cute. It would actually be very cute. Or the cherry cobbler layer here for the cherry cobbler layer there. Whichever one, it would be adorable. And then, yes, you could definitely use the little decorative dots if you wanted to. So, lots of opportunities there, and this product collection is just super adorable. I love the papers. They've got such rich colors. The designs are really cute and fun. And they're going to be great for this project. Okay, the designer series paper base is going to be 8.5 by 5 1/4. And I've already got this piece done, so we'll use it. And if you don't mind, we're actually going to make a couple of them today, because I have 6 Santas here, and I don't know if I have 6 of my stockings pre-cut. I actually employed my fabulous little helper, little miss, came and helped me. She cut out all of the stockings from one sheet of the designer series paper. Now, she didn't have to fussy cut. The wonderful thing about Stampin' Up, one of the most wonderful things I love about Stampin' Up, is that they coordinate their designer series papers and their dies so that you can cut that one and this one. Oops, not that one. This one and this one. So the dies will cut out all of these little stockings, which is absolutely wonderful, and it makes it super easy to do. So you'll be able to cut out the whole sheet and have a nice little stack of embellishments here. So we'll use a few of them until we run out at least, and then if I don't get to do all of the Santas, that's okay. I'll do them later. We may just do 2. Maybe that's what we'll do. I don't want to bore you to tears, and you'll get the idea of things after the first one. So we'll just do 1 or 2 of them, and then I'll do the rest later. Okay, so you've got your 8.5 by 5 1/4 inch piece of designer series paper here. And I'm going to take some tear and tape and put on one edge. Now, I'm using it on the short edge here, as you can see, and I'm only putting it on the one because I actually want to make this a sliding sleeve rather than a wrapper that's permanently attached to the candy bar. Okay, so just to, you know, I want to be able to, want people to be able to slide it off and not tear it up. So let me grab my Take Your Pick tool. I had it last night while we were making the gift tags. So, hi, Miss Linda. How are you? Thank you for joining me at this odd time. I appreciate it. Okay, there we go. And we'll take the tear and tape off, or the backing off of that one end. We're making little treat holders for these Hershey bars, and they're so cute. And this was day 8, so this was yesterday's blog post, which is already posted. You'll be able to see it there and get the measurements and everything else as well. Alright, so I have the tear and tape on that one end, and I'm going to put that on the outside of this one so that the whole sleeve will slide off. So for just a minute, we're going to be wrapping this around the candy without it actually being attached. Alright, so I kind of like to line up just about where the seam on the candy wrapper is, and then I'm going to hug it snug and give it just a little edge here. I don't need to crease all of the edges. I just want that to help me hold it in place. And then I'm going to bring this one around, and I don't want it to be super tight, but pretty snug. And just line it up and and tack it down just like that, okay? And then I'll give that other edge just a little crease to hold it in place. So now our wrapper looks just like this, okay? And we can slide it in and out. Miss Linda, you know, I hadn't either. This is the first year I've seen them, but I found my first batch of them at the Dollar Tree, and then they sold out really quickly. But I found this last batch at Target, which was nice, and they were $1.49 at Target, so they're a great price, and they're a really decent sized candy bar, so that was good. Okay, now that we have the wrapper on here, we're going to use approximately 21 inches of this pool party striped ribbon, okay? And basically we're just going to be tying it around and into a bow up on top, all right? Now you guys know I like to tie my bow direct from the spool rather than cut it off. That way I don't waste any. And I feel like my ribbon's twisted there. Hold on a second. There we go. I don't like to waste it, so if I can just cut it directly from the spool, I'll do that. But it's approximately 21 inches, okay? And we want to leave a nice little tail on here just to give it a little extra decoration, a little extra oomph. All right, so I'll twist that around. Put my fingers in the loops to pull them snug and fluff them up a little. There we go. Alright, now I can snip them off. So I'm just leaving a little bit of extra tail there. In fact, that one's just a little bit too long, so there we go. Snip it one more time. Alright, so now that we've got this. Okay, now then, for the tag, yeah, it is really cute, isn't it? I love the designer series paper and all of the things. All of these little embellishments are so cute too. Okay, this tag is cut from the die set in the stockings dies that matches the bundle. It's right here, okay? And actually this die set is absolutely wonderful because there's another little tag here. You can build the stockings, so you've got a heel and a toe here. You've got the little fluffy collar right here. And then we're going to be using the holly leaves and berries for one of our little stockings on the tag. And then you've also got Santa hat and a bow and all these fun little elements that coordinate with the stamp set. So you can still get the Stampin' Die bundle. If you order it now, it may or may not be here in time for Christmas. So I don't want to tell you that. However, it retires at the end of the year, so you won't be able to get it later if you want it. So if you want it, you need to get it sooner rather than later. Okay, I hope that made sense. Alright, so I have this piece here, and then I've used my absolute favorite layering tag set, the Stitched So Sweetly dies, and I have Cherry Cobbler in the biggest one, and then Basic White in this one. Now on my blog I used Real Red for this piece, so it doesn't really matter. I'm using Cherry Cobbler on this one because that's what I've got here and it coordinates more with my paper. And then I have, let's see, is this the medium size or the big size? This is the bigger size of the stocking and the smaller size of the stocking. So I have two of those cut out. And then I have Old Olive for the holly leaves and Cherry Cobbler for the berries. And these were just cut out of scraps. Alright, so this is what we're working with. And then for inks, I'm going to be using Bumblebee, Evening Evergreen, and Cherry Cobbler. And I just love these colors together, right? They're so cute. Okay, so that's what we've got. We will set this stuff aside and stamp on our little white tag here first. So I've got my Pierce Matte because we're using photopolymer stamps. And I'm going to start with the Evening Evergreen ink and Peace, Joy, and Kisses stamp. Tap, 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 not smush, smush, smush. Line it up in the middle of the tag. There we go. Now you notice that I hold it down for just a second. That's because this is more of a bold line sentiment, and I really want it to be nice and crisp and clean. So I let it sit for a second for the ink to absorb into the paper fully. Okay. Now I'm using the Bumblebee ink and the little stars, and I'm just adding a little bit of color right there around the sentiment. And then I'll take the Cherry Cobbler ink and the candy cane, and I'm going to stamp it right here on the side. There we go. Now we're stamping that one over here because we're putting the stockings over on this side. So we're kind of balancing out the weight of our image here. Okay, now we'll let that sit for just a second and start assembling our tag. The first thing I'm going to do is take a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue and my leaves. And I'm just going to lightly add some glue to the back side, and then we'll attach it to the stocking right here. Super cute. Give it just a little bit of embellishment. And then I'm going to put a touch of liquid glue right up there at the top corner of the leaves, and that's what's going to hold our super cute little berries on. And these buggers are tiny. There we go. Isn't that cute? So cute. Okay. The Cherry Cobbler layer is going to be popped up on dimensionals. So we'll start there. I do that so I don't forget. You don't have to start here. You could layer the white layer onto the Cherry Cobbler layer, but I like to do this so I don't forget. Okay, and then we'll add some Stampin' Seal to the back side of our white layer, and we're going to attach it directly to the Cherry Cobbler. So just like that. Okay. And then we're going to put this piece onto the Old Olive tag. And we just want to put it a little more to the left because, hey now, we'll put it a little more to the left because the stockings are going to fill up this space. So again, we're kind of balancing out, all of the elements of things. So I'm kind of lining it up top to bottom and then just a little bit off of the edge. All right. Now the bigger stocking, we're going to add a bit of Stampin' Seal, and we're just going to attach it directly to the Cherry Cobbler and white layer there. And then the little stocking, we'll put one Stampin' Dimensional right there. And then just like that. Okay, and then our tag is done. Super cute, right? Love it. I love, 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 love it. Okay, and then we'll add some dimensionals. Oh, wrong one. Not that it matters, but we'll add some dimensionals to the back side of the Old Olive layer. And I'm not going to put any in the middle this time. Normally, when we make bigger pieces like this, I always say to put a dimensional in the middle because you don't want it to be saggy. And that's always true. But with this, we're going to be straddling this ribbon. And the ribbon is going to kind of act as a dimensional on its own. So if we were to put a dimensional here, it would pop up our tag a little bit more, which is okay, but we don't need to do that, so we're not going to worry about it. And then I'm going to put it at a little bit of an angle just like that for a little bit more of a visual appeal, okay? So let me just take the backing off of these dimensionals. Here we go. And then put it on just like that. And we have the absolutely stinking cute treat that's a perfect gift for anybody, and they can just slide it off and eat their candy. Okay? What do you think? Really cute, right? Oh, thanks, Miss Linda. She says it's adorable. Yes, I agree. It is so cute. Okay, now that I have this tag already made, let me go ahead and make another of the treats. So which one should we use for the base this time? Should we use the cherry cobbler or the green striped one? Which one do you think you'd like to see better? Tell me in the comments and we'll cut that one next, okay? Let me see here. While you're doing that, I'm looking at my papers. Here we go. Oh, the cherry. Okay, very good, Miss Linda. I think you're right. You have a good eye for this. Okay, so again, it's 8.5 by 5 1/4. So let me see. This isn't 8.5. So let me bring this out and we'll do 8.5. And then 5 1/4. And I am not at all worried about these scraps because, and this is another wonderful thing, when you're making this treat holder, you have these little scraps that you can use to make another project with. So you can make a coordinating card to go along with the gift holder or treat holder. All right. Now, I will tell you, this paper is really pretty, this side of the paper, but I think that it would be very busy if you used it for this project. So I like to stick with just the more subtle patterns, and I think that that way it's kind of like the supporting actress to the lead character, right? So the lead character is the tag and the supporting actor is the paper. So we don't want the paper to be too busy, even though it's absolutely adorable. All right, now I do know, I will say that I'm a bit OCD in the fact that this paper is pointing that way, so that's the way we're putting our Santa in as well. Now, of course, that's just me, and maybe you don't care, so it really doesn't matter. It's just my thing. One of those weird little Stampin' Chic quirks that you really didn't need or want to know about. Okay, I'm going to line this up just past the center edge, just like I did with the other one. I'm going to squeeze it down and give it just a little crease right there to help hold it in place. And then bring this side around just like we did the last one. Line it up with the edge. Make sure it's lining up with the edge here. There we go. Give it a little squeeze on that edge to hold it in place. Isn't that beautiful? It's amazing. It just looks so cute. All right, now we're going to wrap our ribbon around. Remember, this is approximately 21 inches. Doesn't have to be exact, and I'm cutting it off of the spool like I did before. I like to tie it up here at the top. That way it gives this whole section for our tag. And then we'll give it a little tie. Grab the loops, cinch it up. There we go. Cut our ribbon. Super cute. I'm going to make those loops just a little bigger to go along with the tails there. There we go. All right, now dimensionals on the back of our tag yet again. You see how quick and easy these are to make. You can make a whole bunch of them in excuse me, in one shot. So I think that's great. These would be awesome to do for Sunday school teachers or your school. You know, just anybody would love it. I mean, who doesn't like chocolate? All right, and then there we go. Little bit of an angle, and look at that. Super cute. All right, folks, there we have it. Two absolutely freaking adorable treats. Simple, small, easy. These are fantastic gifts for just anybody, right? They look like they've put a lot of time and effort into them, but they're quick and easy to do, so you can make a bunch to make all sorts of people happy. All right, guys, thank you all so very much for hanging out with me today. I know that this has been a weird time to join me, but I appreciate you visiting with me and seeing what I've got created for you. Now, this project was posted yesterday evening on my blog. Today's project is day 9 of the 12 tags, or 12 days of Christmas tags, and you'll be able to see it there, but I'll give you a little sneak peek because you were nice enough to join me today. Here is the tag that I'm going to be posting. Isn't it gorgeous? This one is absolutely beautiful. Really nice, formal looking tag. Very classy, very elegant. I love the colors together. We've got Blushing Bride, silver, and basic white, and it's just so pretty. I love it. All right, folks. Thank you all so much. I hope you have a super fabulous day. And until next time, my friends, see you later. Bye for now.